Hello, Saturnians! So, I am driving back home after spending a whole month on a road trip around the northeast region of Brazil where I was born. And seeing the landscape changing as I approach the heart of the country is always fascinating to me. Returning home after a long journey feels like the world card. The fool has experienced the world and now he must return to the starting point, only much wiser than when he left. So today, we'll talk about my favorite tarot card, the world, or the universe in some decks. And of course it is my favorite, it's Saturn's card. So you also get to understand why Saturn is my favorite planet ever. And the secret is in here, and the world card. But before we get started, please give thumbs up to this video and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new, say hello in the comments so that I know who you are. And if you're coming back, thank you so much. So the world card is at the same time the end of the road and the beginning of it. It is the end because the fool or the spirit has successfully descended into matter and has received all the tools, skills, and abilities to exist as a human being in this 3D matrix. The fool has received a body, a family, a home. He has encountered joy and connectedness, cravings, anger, power, evil, love. He has experienced all emotions and has gone through all the situations that a human needs to experience in this world. Now that he has fully become mature in his journey with all the scars that come with being a human, he can finally live for real instead of simply existing or surviving, because that's what the fool has been doing. Up until now, he has only been surviving the tests. Here I am in my hometown in Recife. I'll take you to a spot called Marco Zero here in the historical city center. You can see remnants of colonial style in the architecture, and this is a good place to talk about the world card. Marco Zero literally means 0 point or point zero, whatever you want to call it. Can you see on the floor there is a zodiac? And here at the center, we have what we call Marco Zero. So, after traveling through all signs of the zodiac, acquiring the precision of Virgo, the compassion of Pisces, the depth of Scorpio, etc., the fool is now back in the center with all the knowledge he has acquired in his journey throughout many lives. But that's not the end just yet, because once the fool has mastered all his skills and has become irrevocably human, he has a task. And now his experience truly starts. He can use his tools to manifest whatever he wants in the material world. He can climb up the corporate ladder if he wants to. He can make money and buy himself experiences. Just like in a video game, you unlock these cool features as you advance to higher levels. The fool can now experiment with the physical body, and he can simply be a human and enjoy the process of having feelings, emotions, senses. Yes, senses. The fool can experiment with the senses, because outside of this 3D matrix, the senses, like we know, do not exist. They just make sense in the dualistic existence. Or maybe the fool can travel and see all the amazing things and landscapes that this simulation has produced for his own entertainment. So you see, now the fool has achieved his purpose. And his purpose is to simply be a human. Have you ever wondered why the world, the last card of the major arcana, the final achievement, is Saturn's card, which is also one of the most hated planets in astrology? Well, because Saturn is the lord of karma, the lord of time. Saturn brings obstacles and blockages. The house in which Saturn falls in your birth chart often reveals your greatest obstacles and tells you in which area of life your hardest lessons will be learned. But here is the thing. Once you figure out what Saturn is doing in your chart, what Saturn wants from you, what lessons you need to learn, what knowledge you need to master, once you figure this out, you will receive a key that will unlock your script, otherwise known as your birth chart. Master the theme of Saturn in your life, and your reward is going to be the World card. Ultimate freedom to experience life to its fullest in the human form. So this is also the reason why Saturn is associated to Satan and the devil. Because once you master Saturn, guilt, shame, belief systems, structures around you, they no longer survive. You don't need them anymore. It's like using a boat to cross a river. And once you arrive at the other side, you no longer need the boat. So that means that you can no longer be enslaved by belief systems. And that's why most religions hate Saturn and the devil. But that's for another video. What I'm trying to say is you will have to leave the tower once you master your Saturn. So now I take you to the other side. There is a city icon here called the Crystal Tower by a famous local artist called Francisco Brenan. It is surrounded by the sea, and you know we cannot swim here due to shark attacks. This beach in Recife is considered one of the most dangerous in the world for swimming because there are shark attacks here all the time. So it is wise not to swim today. So this is a good place to talk about the tower card. Let me show you around. And other locals don't seem to really see the meaning behind this beautiful sculpture. Can you see all these snakes? But you can see this is the tower card here. There are some hidden symbols here. I seem to be the only one to notice them. The tower is an important part of the puzzle. It is the falling of the illusion that the 3D world is all that there is. And this, the tower, marks the beginning of awareness, marks the beginning of knowing that something exists beyond the structures around us. This is the place the fool has been calling home, you know. And the tower is obviously the Kundalini awakening. Look at the serpents at the bottom. The moment when one finds out that the real purpose of having a body, belief system, rules, regulations, etc. is to give shape and form to the formless, to the infinite, everything changes. Because surprise, surprise, life continues even after the fall of the tower. Because consciousness always survives form. Finally, let's go around the city, have some food, grab some drinks, and I'll enjoy myself in my last days before I have to return home almost 3,000 kilometers away. So now let's go to Olinda City. It's a city that's well known for the carnival. We have one of the most beautiful carnivals in Brazil. And the city is also well known for arts and crafts. So I'm gonna show you some of the local crafts. And these creepy dolls, they are the symbol of the carnival here. They are not the prettiest dolls, I have to say, but everybody comes here to buy these kinds of dolls because they are like famous, right? So I'll show you around the market. More creepy dolls here. One good thing is that here we can talk to the artists. You know, this guy's having an 8 of Pentacles moment. He's focused doing his thing. So I literally can see my tarot cards everywhere here. And yeah, this is the Fool's journey, going through all the cards until he can reach the world. So now I'm going to have an Empress moment, and I am going to famous tapioca, which is a snack. This lady over here makes the most delicious tapioca of Olinda. And she's going to mix coconut, cheese, and butter in the pan. I know it doesn't exactly look like the most glamorous food, but let me tell you something, this is absolutely delicious. I wish you could feel the smell. It's wonderful. And yeah, this is the whole purpose of the 3D existence. Enjoy the senses and have an experience. So now I'm going to buy a famous drink called Pau do Índio. And this is the only place where you can actually buy Pau do Índio, another creepy doll in there. Let me call the salesperson. Right. She's explaining to me how to drink Pau do Índio. So these are guaraná seeds. We have to add guaraná seeds and honey to the drink. It's a very energetic drink. And it's sold during carnival because it helps people, have more energy. It's 30% alcohol. And now let's go to a party because I only have another day here before I go home. And I just want to have a 3 of cups moments with my friends or a 4 of wands moment. And because this is the human experience after all. And this is what I look like after a month at the beach. You can see that my skin is falling off due to the sun. I am severely sunburnt, but this is also what the fool looks like when he reaches the world. He's severely injured. The journey has been difficult, right? And once the 3D experience is over, through several existences as a human, the fool has to return to the infinite formless space. And now it's time to achieve the great work, transcend, go back to the infinite. Another journey begins. After becoming fully embodied, it's time to start shedding these heavy layers of existence. So the world is the cosmic womb, and this human inside the cosmic womb will soon become another fool. But that's for another road trip. So now I'm hitting the road back home, and next time we speak, I'm gonna be back in my nest. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.